As parents shift gears to get ready for the new school year, there's a new service app that has recently launched that aims to help with a safe way to get kids to and from school. Hosted by the D6 Connect app, this is a parent ride-share service that links parents who are already making school trips and enables them to ferry more children in their car with parents in their community looking for a ride for their child. And for more on how this works, we are joined by CEO of the D6 Group, Willem Kitshoff. Willem, a very good morning to you. Thanks for joining us. Welcome to Morning Live.
Good morning, Simphiwe, and morning to the viewers.
What is the D6 ride-share service and what propelled you guys to come up with this concept?
D6 Ride Service has actually been an initiative that was brought to us by a parent in one of our communities that has been using the D6 application for some time, where the need arose where he realized that there are so many parents driving to and from sports events, school events, and mostly those cars are empty. It has one or two children in the car. And he realized, obviously, from a timing perspective, being both parents working, it's difficult from a logistical perspective to ensure that you always get a lift for your child to and from relevant events linked to the school.
Okay.
And he realized the need for something that could possibly mitigate that.
Okay. Now, this app has been described as an Uber for school kids. Just take us through how it works.
So, Simphiwe, we've been involved in the school environment since 2006, where we provided schools with a communication application called D6. It's the D6 Connect application and D6 Communicator, which is a well-known application in South African schools.
Okay.
And the Rides initiative is embedded within the D6 Connect application. One of the most important elements when we refer to an Uber for kids is how to ensure security. Which is obviously a critical element within the lift sharing environment that we had to enable. And because from a D6 perspective, we know who the parents are within community that is linked to a school, because we already have those parents linked within the communication environment, it's now easy for us to latch on a lift sharing capability within the same communication environment, where the parents that's already part of a community can make their seats available for other parents to make use of. So when you have the lift sharing capability within the D6 Connect environment, you are sure that the parents that will ferry your child to and from an event are parents that you know, and you can also choose which parents you want your child to make use of the lift sharing. So if a parent rides to an event, they can say that I'm riding to the event and I've got 2 seats open, and other parents can see that the parent has 2 seats open and can choose whether they want to add their children to that specific ride.
So what are the requirements for parents that want to become, to become a part of this lift network, and how do they benefit?
So one of the caveats to this is that the parent must be part of the school where the school uses D6 Connect as their primary communication platform. Okay. The reason for that is to ensure that the security is obviously looked after. We don't want external parties that is not part of a school community to partake in the lift sharing environment unless the school approves that. So any parent that is connected to a school that makes use of our D6 Connect application will have access to the service, and will, in fact, has already have access to the service. We've made it live from the beginning of February. We haven't launched it yet. This is now the official launch, and the launch coming up this week. So parents already have access to it. And since from the school start date on the 15th of February, we are sure that we'll see an increase in usage and application.
And I understand that a portion of the fare for the lift goes to the school.
One of our primary drivers from a D6 perspective is we want to ensure that we support schools to raise funds out of initiatives that we drive. So we want to commercialize the community in and around the school and not necessarily the school itself. So how the whole initiative works is if a parent drives, another parent can add their child to that lift, and the parent that adds the child to the lift will pay a fee. And that fee will be split between the parent that's driving, if they've got a PDP, which is a professional driver's permit, and the school, and obviously D6. So the school has the opportunity to benefit from this, which in our view, what our intention is to start generating annuity income for the school through initiatives in and outside the school, apart from only school fees.
Let's talk about the finances, Willem. How much is it going to cost for these trips?
The minimum is 20 Rand for a trip, and then you get up to 4 kilometers. So if the trip is longer than 4 kilometers, that the parent that's driving have to lift or provide a lift to the child, then there will be an additional charge of 5 Rand per kilometer. So in most cases, our view, and we'll have to see what happens in practice, is that most of the lifts will be within the 20 Rand area. Or the vicinity of a 4-kilometer radius.
Okay, just talk to us about the footprint of this service. Where is it available?
So any school that's got D6 Connect, there's currently about 1,000 schools in South Africa that's already making use of the application. That is growing on a daily basis. So unfortunately, the only caveat is if the school does not make use of the D6 Connect application as their primary communication tool, parents will not have access to the service. But that's growing on a daily basis. So we sign up schools every day.
Okay, great stuff. Brilliant initiative this is, Willem. Thank you so much for having come up with such a concept.
Thank you, Simphiwe. Appreciate it.
And thank you for your time. That was the CEO of the D6 Group, Willem Kitshoff. And we've been speaking with him about their newly launched rideshare service app that offers a unique parent-driven school lift network.